2 at 135.
Oh!
Rocha versus Ashy. Rocha controlled the fight from the start. In round 3, Rocha dropped Ashy on the canvas with a right hand. Ashy got up, but in round 7, everything was over. Rocha landed a vicious right-hand punch straight to the chin.
From southpaw, Boutte made a whole lot of money with that shot.
Absolutely, but you know, Ashy...
Actually dangerous scenario for Rocha as well. With impaired vision, used to be in close right here where he could feel those shots coming.
Listen for the bell, gentlemen.
Non-stop onslaught from Rocha. Oh my goodness! What a shot! Alexis Rocha!
It was only a matter of time, guys. This is what I saw.
And knocked out in the slot that was once earmarked for Ryan Garcia, potentially for Rocha again.
Wood versus Warrington. Lee Wood made the first defense of his WBA featherweight title against Josh Warrington. Both men went straight to the battle after the opening bell and traded shots for the first 2 rounds. By round 7, Warrington was leading on the scorecards, but Lee Wood shocked the audience with another brutal finish. Ennis versus Villa. Jaron Boots Ennis proved that he was on another level tonight. After closely fighting through 5 rounds, Ennis hurt Villa for the first time in round 6, staggering him badly with an overhand right. Ennis continued to hammer away in rounds 7 and 8, sending blood flying from Villa with numerous snapping shots. After a slower-paced round 9, Ennis closed the fight in style early in round 10, landing a vicious 1-2 that put Villa tumbling to the mat as referee David Fields stopped the bout at 127 into the round.
Oh, the left to right, and Villa goes down for the first time in his career, and it is over. Jaron Boots Ennis vanquishes Roymond Villa in the 10th.
Keith Thurman, guys, Bud, Spence, and all the other top guys out there.
Morel versus Falco. David Morel Jr. made his case for a David Benitez fight by blasting out late-notice opponent Yamaguchi Falco in the first round, holding on to the secondary WBA super middleweight title. Morel landed 22 of his 33 power shots on Falco, scored a knockout when Falco wobbled against the ropes, and then another shortly after that ended the fight.
Ahí ya estaba mal, no intercede el referee, pues ya después ese volado de derecha termina por hacer...
Con Manny Pacquiao, el senador. Alteración, cómo lo termina con esa derecha y olvídate.
Tesu versus Ocampo. Tim Tesu's second punch of the night was a big right hand, a weapon that knocked Ocampo down hard for the first time less than a minute later. Ocampo got up for it, but Tesu jumped right back on him, chasing him all over the ring and finally putting him down for a second and final time with an equally punishing left.
Ocampo is rattled. My goodness, what a start by Zeus goes with the laser right hand. The second time, the first time since he was stopped by Errol Spence in the opening round. And it looks like Zeus looking to close the show. Mania, look. What a statement made by Tesu!
And just the way he did it, I mean, that's his moneymaker, the right hand. He sets it up, taken, and he took it, and Ocampo was just trying to survive there. And I got to add it, it's how he did it also. I mean, you mentioned it, Alex.
Zapa versus Arboleda. William Zapa had way too much firepower for Jaime Arboleda tonight. Arboleda was probably pretty much done on the first knockdown, and he was done on the second, but he kept trying and was doing his best to wing shots back. A third knockdown was just too much, and the referee reached the count of 10.
Even when Arboleda lands a left uppercut, which he did right there, it only gets starting to mount. It was only a matter of time.
Looking to shake this one off to try and score an early knockout.
Good block by Zapa.
Arboleda just running out of room. Zapa going right back down there. Zapa going right. Arboleda trying to fire back, but Zapa is just relentless. And Arboleda
Now, these power punches to the belly are too much. The liver doesn't forget.
That is it.
The liver doesn't forget.
McGrail versus Avalar. McGrail looked sharp in his super featherweight debut with his quick and solid combinations to a game Avalar. After an exciting first 2 rounds, the 28-year-old McGrail knocked Avalar out cold with a devastating left hook to the jaw. The referee immediately waved the bout off at the 1:13 mark of the third after seeing an unconscious Avalar on the canvas.
The knockdown happens early in the third. Baby Janelle watching in Corona, looking at McGrail trying to get a knockout here in the third. Not eat punches like he is. This dude is tough. McGrail. Oh! A huge KO! McGrail! Look at this highlight. You saw that feint.
Cber versus Valenzuela. The fight was taking on the appearance of deja vu when Valenzuela hurt Cber early, but he didn't finish him. Cber was able to come back with his jab and some solid combinations as he did in the first fight. Valenzuela came out in the 6th round, landing rights and lefts, but Cber was able to respond by landing a few shots of his own. With 1:19 left to go in the same round, Valenzuela knocked Cber out cold when he landed a hard right hand.
The peekaboo guard of Colbert. Just plenty of spirit in this one as Chris Colbert. He really
Ripped the body to Colbert. You're trying to get into the chest. The way he turned. Yeah, I mean, the angles, the limit.
0-2 at 135. And down goes Colbert. Jose the Light Valenzuela just put him up.
Valenzuela!
Davis versus Garcia. Davis quickly recomposed himself and irritated Garcia with his southpaw jab. Garcia dropped his guard and found himself caught by a powerful left hook.
Just ducked underneath that left hook, but there's that left hook that landed, and that one just missed, but Garcia, that wasn't the case.
With Ryan Garcia.
And Calvin Ford is done in there.
His right hands Garcia landed were good ones, and Davis now moving.
45 seconds left.
And this round's a perfect example. You have to.
Didn't see that.
He didn't see that, yeah.
He knows the left hook isn't getting.
Round 7 was quieter until Davis smashed Garcia with a single left hook to the liver. Garcia took a knee and was unable to recover to his feet. Inaway versus Folton. Tokyo's Ariake Arena granted Inaway the expected hero's welcome, and he immediately got to work with his sublime and powerful jab. The variety of his left lead was fundamental to Inaway's dominance of the contest. Fittingly, Inaway's jab to the body laid the groundwork for a spectacular finish. Folton folded slightly upon receiving the shot to the solar plexus, leaving him exposed to a brutal right hand to the jaw. That left the American scrambled and defenseless for a signature Inaway left hook that dumped him on the canvas. On December 16, 2023, Peter McGrail faced OQuinn. The implied winner probabilities were 82% McGrail, 18% OQuinn. Super bantamweight OQuinn pulled off a miracle one-punch fifth-round knockout of Peter McGrail. OQuinn was getting dominated in every second of the fight up until catching McGrail with a right hand in the fifth that sent him flat on his back on the canvas. The contest was immediately halted.
Sergio, 19 landed.
Good shot there. OQuinn there, that's a short right hand.
Oh, boy, OQuinn is out, and he's winding him up. Be careful not complaining to the referee. This is a fight.
So he punches 6 inches through the target.
Parker versus Keane. Parker controlled the fight from the early stages. He showed his experience by pressuring his opponent in round 1. Keane did not come to lie down though. He fired back with occasional hard right hands which landed clean and caught Parker's attention. Unfortunately for him though, they were not regular enough to keep the New Zealander at bay. In round 2 he hurt Keane and the stoppage followed shortly afterward. Parker staggered Keane in the third and had him holding on. After that, Parker hurled a huge uppercut which floored Keane and he was unable to get back to his feet.
2 minutes 4 seconds of round number 3. Therefore your winner by way of knockout, Joseph.
Bryan versus Cheney. Cassius Cheney landed a picture-perfect short right hook on the chin of Trevor Bryan, and the devastating punch was all that Cheney needed to score a sensational 7th-round knockout in their heavyweight fight.
Trevor Bryan now getting his first offensive. Right from Cheney. Rocks Bryan and down he goes. Well, he's right in the kitchen of Cheney. Uncorks another right hand. Hard hand and down goes Bryan, and he is knocked out. A devastating knockout for Cassius Cheney. Charming Cassius Cheney. Good luck. God bless you.
On April 8, 2023, Sebastian Fondor faced Bryan Mendoza. In the first 3 rounds, the much taller southpaw Fondor used his reach to jab his way, winning all the rounds. In the 5th round, Mendoza managed to get inside Fondor, landing some overhand rights. Fondor came back with the left uppercuts, drawing blood from the nose of Mendoza. In the 7th round, an overhand right on the head of Fondor, followed by a crushing left hook to the chin, followed by a right and left on the chin, and down went Fondor on the seat of his trunks, taking the full count from referee Ray Corona.
So the uppercuts are right there for you, meant for you to throw from Mendoza. Now he's trying to
poking away, leaves his right hand very...
Like you said, from a long distance, he misses it, boom.
Trying to throw the uppercut. Well, there you have it.
Last shots.
Timber as
Mendoza.
Joshua versus Hellenius. In the first 2 rounds, taking the fight on a 1-week notice, the 39-year-old Hellenius used a jab, causing some small swelling around the left eye of Joshua. In the 3rd round, the fans started asking for some action, and Joshua gave it to him.
Something that I've noticed is no bounce. He's stepping with everything, lateral bounce or movement. I mean,
so doing that, they're losing that ruggedness, the aggression, they're just... And when you got...
In the 6th round, it was Joshua who was also bleeding from the nose from Hellenius' jabs. In the 7th round, halfway point, a thunderous right from Joshua on the chin, and down went Hellenius without a count from referee Victor Laughlin.
He lands the conclusive right hand, and in an instant, Anthony Joshua